Hey everybody, welcome to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jordan,
I'm Nick Kinsel.
Tom Hoblin.
and we just got done with Talladega. NASCAR is heading to Martinsville for the cutoff race of the round of 8. Let's talk about our diecast of the week. Nick, what you got for us, buddy?
So, 2 weeks from today, November 5th, will mark 14 years since Trevor Bayne got his first nationwide series win at Texas. And 2 weeks from now, the season will be over. And you guys know what car I'm playing next week. So, I thought I would bust out his 2011 nationwide win from Texas. This was cool because he got the lead on a restart with 7 laps to go, and it just wasn't any schmucks that he got around. He got by Carl Edwards, who dominated the race, and Denny Hamlin, and was able to hold off Hamlin at the end, and it was super cool. And it's so funny with him. He got his first Cup win before his nationwide win, and he didn't know how to burn the car down. So I always thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, I always liked this scheme a lot, and it was super cool that he was able to get his first win battling the guys that he did to do it.
Hell yeah.
I believe that was Ford's 200th win too, because I remember they were saying they were expecting it to get it with Carl Edwards, who dominated that race, and they got it with Trevor Bayne instead.
They got it with the Ford car too, so even better. All right, Tom, what you got for us this week?
All right, heading to Martinsville. A Martinsville scheme that always sticks out in my head is the Bubba Wallace BLM scheme. I have the truck, or the hauler, and the car. Really just cool of Richard Petty Motorsports to be able to put this on the track and whatnot, and be supportive of Bubba in that way. And then reach out to a group of people that isn't necessarily best represented in our sport. So I think of Martinsville. I think of Richard Petty Motorsports running the BLM scheme.
Very cool. All right, and then, yeah, we are talking Martinsville, so I thought I had to bust out Kurt Busch's 2015 win from when him and Brad Keselowski got into it. Brad was very pissed off. His day was over, and he just kept giving Kurt the business, but Kurt came out victorious either way and got himself a grandfather clock. All right, guys, well, let's get into our top stories. It was announced today Daniel Suarez is going to be staying in the Cup Series, and he will be moving over to that 7 Spire Cup ride, replacing Justin Haley. It was announced last week that he'll be out of the ride. So I think this is great for Daniel Suarez. He still gets a race on Sundays. We all thought that he was going to be down in the Xfinity Series, but his sponsors helped him out, and he's able to make some Sunday money still.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for him that he still gets to be in the series for sure. Just the one thing I kind of take away from it is he's going. I don't know if this really helps him the best way going forward. Spire, outside of Carson Hocevar, has really kind of struggled a little bit. So he's going from a team that had the capability of running up front, and he didn't take advantage of that, to where he's now going back to a team where it could be a little bit of a struggle. So I like that he gets to stay in the Cup Series, but I just don't know how much he'll benefit from this, because we don't know what we're going to see out of Spire Motorsports next year, because we know he's not getting the best car. We talked about it last week. That's Hocevar who's getting the best car there. So that would be kind of interesting to see. I just don't love he's going from one ride to another ride, but we'll see what happens.
Spire has a lot of money behind them, a lot of corporate backing, and they're in win now mode. So to me, it's very reminiscent of when Trackhouse started out. It's a team that's unproven, and he's coming in there, and he's going to bring some sponsorship with him. I mean, his fans support him. He needs to be in the Cup Series. He needs to be another version of that representation that we don't see too often. And he needs to be in the Cup Series. This makes the most sense for Daniel Suarez. And I'm glad he's staying in racing on Sundays.
Yeah, absolutely. He deserves a shot at a good ride, because it's been a tough go of it for him. Next guy, he's landed another ride. Raja Karuth. He'll be running part-time in the 88 for Junior Motorsports. Pretty cool. It kind of seems like they're hinting at that he is going to be running a full-time season down in the Xfinity Series, possibly running for another team. We've seen drivers do that before in the past, but This is great news for Raja Karuth. He's been an excellent driver down in the Truck Series, made a few Xfinity starts already, and I think he's ready to move up to the next line of work.
It's an odd one. I mean, you'd think that they'd want him full time in one car, but on Dale Jr.'s interview, he interviewed Raja today, and it seems like he's going to be running those other races with Jordan Anderson. It sounds like he's doing a bulk of the races in the 88, and then filling in the holes with Jordan Anderson. That's going to be a tough seat to fill this next season. After the car wins 10 or more races, you're going to go in there, and Raja Karuth is not Connor Zillage. So I think it'll be tough. I don't know. That team will struggle.
I think they'll struggle, but I just think if he gets to run, it depends on the number of races he gets to run in that 88 car. Because I think the more he runs in it, the more he's going to get comfortable with it. Like you said, he's no Connor Zilch. He's not going to go out there and win a bunch of races. But if he can just run consistently up front, up in the top 10, I think that's a win right there. And I just think this is a huge opportunity for him, and a well-deserved opportunity for him too, because right now he's sitting second in points down in the Truck Series. He's been to victory lane a few times down there. So I do think it is time to see what he can do in the Xfinity car. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a little bit of a struggle maybe, but I think Raja will figure it out.
Yeah, no doubt. Great opportunity for Raja. And then it is rumored, and it kind of looks like that it is coming true from a source of ours, that Kaulig Racing will be shutting down their Xfinity program at the end of the season and solely focus on Cup and their new truck program, with them working with Ram trucks. So pretty interesting, and it seems like they're going to bring their full-time drivers in the Xfinity program down to the trucks. So pretty wild to see, because we have seen Kaulig Racing in the Xfinity Series for a very long time, and that's where they got their start.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's where they got their start. If this does come to be true, it'll be a little shocking. This might sound crazy to say, but if they were gonna fold an operation, I know they want that Sunday money. I know they want it, but I almost would have folded the Cup operation. You sell those charters, you make a shit ton of money, and then you put that back down into your truck and your Xfinity program. I know that everybody the goal is you want to have cars on the track on Sunday, so I get it from that point, but I don't know. For me, their Cup program has kind of sucked ever since they brought it in. So that's what I would have done, but that's also why I'm not in charge of a race team. So
yeah,
I wonder if that was the case, that they wanted to scale back their Cup program, but either Dodge or NASCAR said, no, we need those charters for when we want to go Cup racing. So I don't think, maybe they could rent them out like we've seen some teams do, solve some problems for some other charter disputes. But I don't think that would have even been an option for them, quite frankly.
Yeah, it's tricky, but I think that's what's best for them. I mean, they do get maybe one win a year with AJ Allmendinger on like the Roval, or we've seen them win at other tracks too. So it's still working out for them in the Cup Series, but if they want to go trophy hunting, especially championship trophy hunting, I think you should have focused on your lower series where you have a lot more speed and where you have proven that you can contend.
Yeah, and we'll see them attempt that with the trucks. I mean, their Xfinity program was not what it used to be. So I'm not really scared of Kaulig either way. So it doesn't bother me too much. They haven't had the talent in the shop recently to be competitively successful.
I just think it's crazy. I expected big things out of Christian Eckes when they said that he was going to drive the 16 car. With the season he had last year in the 19 truck, I thought he was poised for success. I thought he was going to kind of have an Allmendinger run at it, because AJ was very good for those first couple years in the Kaulig Xfinity car, but it just kind of seems like that program as a whole has kind of really shut down. I mean, they didn't have a car in the playoffs this year. So yeah, I expected more from it. So maybe that shutting it down is the best idea, because those are the cars that are running the worst right now.
He's not having a terrible season. He's 13th in points. He's sitting just behind Harrison Burton, but Harrison Burton went one round deeper in the playoffs. So it's he's still doing well. It's just again, colleagues not where they used to be. I mean,
No.
they used to be threatening to win almost every week.
Well, it's just crazy. Their whole motto went from trophy hunting to now, oh, let's. They just completely went away from that altogether.
Top
They're,
10.
they're money hunting.
Yeah.
They're money hunting. They're trying to get that Stellantis money and the charter money, whatever. But
Yeah. Not working out well for him. But guys, let's get into Talladega from this past week. Kicked off with the Truck Series on Friday afternoon, which is kind of a rare one there. Grant Enfinger to start off the race. He got turned after not clearing himself. Pretty rare to see that from him. He collected Daniel Hemrick, Chandler Smith, Majeski, Tanner Gray, and Luke Fenhouse. So not a good way for any of these guys to start their race off.
Tough ordeal. Now looking at the points after the race, Daniel Hemrick 7th. He came in to this race 2nd in points with how tight it was. He's now finds himself 32 points back. Not saying that's must win, but you're almost looking at must win. And then for Grant Enfinger as well, he's now 8th in points, 40 points back. So for both of those guys, it feels like they have to go out and they have to go win Martinsville, and I just don't see that happening for either of them.
for sure, and with how tight the points were, the theme of the day for the trucks was to stay out of trouble, execute well, and crashing that early in the race was obviously not what they wanted to see.
Right. All right, and then Raja Kruth, I mean, we were just talking about him moving up to the Xfinity Series. He won Stage 1. He is still in the playoffs. That helped him out really well, because where is he at right now?
He's 2nd in points, so he's got a
14
points. 14-point cushion right now. So not breathing easy by any means, but those getting those stage wins, those playoff points, they will go far away, especially in this round.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he did well both stages and came away with a lot of points and kind of had the opposite of those guys wrecking out early. He's just able to stay clean and run and grab those points.
Yeah. And then Gio Ruggiero, he wins Stage 2, so good for him. And then Daniel Hemrick, the bad luck continues at Talladega, gets a flat and has to pit, pretty much ends his contention for the day.
I mean, it's been the story of the season. I had so much higher expectations for this 19 group after the season they had with Christian Eckes last year. The problem with them is they never unload off the truck fast. They're slow in practice. They qualify mediocre. They get a mediocre qualifying run, and then you're spending 75% of the race just trying to claw your way back up to the top, and it's just not a recipe for success. And it's just been a down year. And it's crazy. I say it's been a down year as he's sitting in the non-playoff points. He's sitting 4th in points right now, so it's been a very respectful year for them, but. With this playoff format, if you're not unloading fast, then you are in trouble.
Yeah.
And he won the race. He won the spring race in Martinsville. But I have zero confidence right now that they can go out and repeat that. Just because mainly that happened because Corey Heim and Caden Honeycutt got taken out together, and that kind of opened up the door for him. So if we can have that happen again, let's do it.
Yeah.
No faith right now. It's been a tough go of it for the 19 truck this year.
Yeah, gonna need old lady luck behind you in Martinsville.
Yeah, and if we can just get a repeat of what happened 4 years ago in the Xfinity Series race, nope, not gonna happen. Martinsville hasn't been kind to us.
All right, and then Norm Benning was in this race. He had a scary fire, just something broke, caught on fire, and it went down the backstretch. He was in there for a little bit, but got out. He said he had a little bit of smoke inhalation, but old Stormin' Norman, he's going to come back stronger than ever, man.
Yeah, he's going to race this weekend.
Yeah.
He's still coming back to race. He's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's always scary, reminiscent of Jordan Anderson a couple of years ago. Those guys ripping the net out and trying to climb out the car before it stopped. Scary stuff.
Yeah. And then Ben Rhodes, he got spun. Not the season that he thought that he was going to be having. Just very, very mediocre. And then, how about Gio Ruggiero, guys? He had one hell of a race. He started out very well in this thing, and he went out and got his first Truck Series win. I mean, pretty damn incredible for this kid.
It's awesome.
He's been silently performing knocking away good finishes. In the total points, he's sitting 11th. It's just been a good season for him. He hasn't really made too much noise until this race. Silently learning, taking it all in.
It's definitely something to build on for next year. Absolutely. I mean, he started on the pole in this race, so to start on the pole and then win the race for his first win, that is impressive right there. So look for them to take that as a good building point and see what happens next year.
Yeah. All right, and then we did talk briefly about Truck Series points, but right now we know Corey Heim, he is locked into the next round. Raja Karuth, he's only 14 points ahead of the cutoff line. Tyler Ankrum, 8 points. Caden Honeycutt is up 5 points. We know he is in that 52 truck for Stuart Friesen. And then below our cutoff line, we got Ty Majeski, -5. That crash in the beginning at Talladega did not help him out at all. Lane Riggs did suffer some issues at Talladega as well. He's 6 points down. Daniel Hemrick, 32 points down. And then Grant Enfinger, 40 points. So a few of these guys, Daniel Hemrick, Grant Enfinger, like you said, they have a big hill to climb. Hemrick did win here in the spring. We'll see if they can maybe unload the truck fast and see if they can do it again. Maybe beat Corey Heim this time. But that's tough to do.
That's a tough ask right there. But really, this is just setting up to be a very exciting elimination race on Friday night. It's so close between the top 6 guys right now. One mistake can end you. One bad pit stop, and your day could be done. So I really look forward to watching this one, and I think it's going to be super exciting. Yeah, Hemrick and Enfinger, they got work to do for sure. They need some of these guys to wreck out. But
it's a good thing both of them have won at Martinsville before, though. So
they got to unload with the best stuff.
Yeah.
There is no unloading with a 20th place truck and qualifying 17th. You are not going to do anything.
Yeah.
You're just not. This is a short race. You got to unload with speed, and it's going to be an entertaining race.
Mm-hmm. I could see, hypothetically, the 34 and the 98 leapfrogging the 52 and the 18. And I don't know if Raja's even all that he's comfortable, but I don't think he's all that safe. And you could see the 98, 34, and the 52 all make it in the Final Four and knocking out the 18 and 71. It'll be a fun night to watch points.
Yeah, I think, honestly, the guy to keep an eye on this weekend will be Ty Majeski, just because we know that he's got that short track prowess in him. And he's only 5 points behind. I really think that he can go and get a whole lot of stage points, and he doesn't even have to go out there and win it. Just stay clean, and he'll be fine. He'll see himself into the championship for again.
Yeah. I see the guy being Lane Riggs. Lane Riggs had quite the eventful Talladega race. He got taken out a couple times, so he just kept clawing his way back up there, and he walked away with a top 5 finish, and that's why you're seeing him only being 6 points back. So the team faced adversity, and he came through. And Lane Riggs has probably been the second best truck all season long, so I expect them to have some speed, and I think he'll definitely make his way up there into the championship 4.
Agreed. All right, well, let's get into our Xfinity Series race, and this one kicked off with a wreck as well. Sheldon Creed got turned, causing a multi-car wreck in the tri-oval. Carson Quapple, Butterbean, Brandon Jones, go figure, Harrison and Jeb Burton, Anthony Alfredo, and Jeremy Clements all involved. It just sucks, especially for, I think, Butterbean the most, because this guy wanted to try and get as much time as he could running in the Xfinity car, because he's going to be closing out the season in that 11 car, and it just kind of ended real quickly there.
It's just more playoff implications from this. You talked about it. Brandon Jones was in that. Sheldon Creed. Brandon Jones now finds himself 20 points below the cut line. Sheldon Creed finds himself 41 points below the cut line. And with only 2 spots available, they got some work to do.
Yeah.
That's almost, you have to go out and you got to go win Martinsville.
Well, Brandon Jones, he's really good at Martinsville, too. He would have won here a few years ago and gone on to win for a championship if it wasn't for a certain teammate.
That's why he's the scariest guy below this cut line right now, I think. We'll talk about it a little more later, but I think Brandon Jones is the scariest guy below this cut line. Him and Sheldon Creed, for sure. Because Creed was fast here, too. And you want to talk about dickhead teammates at Martinsville. Yeah, that's the case as well. So.
Yeah, right? Yeah, they were both victims. So.
Both victims of a dumbass teammate.
I don't think anybody has ever described Brandon Jones as a scary guy. ever in any situation. So good on you.
At this race, at Martinsville, though,
honestly, right now, I'd be a little worried about Brandon Jones because Martinsville.
I'm just saying, like, walking down the street, you run into Brandon Jones.
Oh, no.
What do you work here? Nobody's ever scared of him.
See that face?
But... He's a scrawny little feller.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. He's very good at Martinsville. In Phoenix, he has won multiple times before. So there is a very high chance.
Don't want to see make the championship for.
Yeah, there's a very high chance he could win.
Brandon Jones.
Yes.
That's like Joey Logano. That's the guy you don't want to see make Phoenix because he's probably going to go out and win it. And
this would be a Joey Logano-esque championship if Brandon Jones
We're going to get a
this.
Brandon Jones championship, and we're going to get a Joey Logano championship, and I don't know if I'll be watching NASCAR.
I mean, Brandon's close. He's 6th in points. I think, it would be Joey Logano just because but if you take Connor Zilic out of the equation, which you can't.
That amazes
me.
But
I don't think it's not like he's one of the guys down in like 15th or something.
But
they're gonna get a championship too.
It's just Brandon Jones.
He's run well.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys he's never gonna win the championship, and now it's kind of looking like he might win a championship. All right, so that brought out a red flag, and we had Austin Hill winning stage 1. Leland Honeyman got turned and collected William Sawalich, Dean Thompson, Blaine Perkins, Connor Zilic, and Connor Mozak, but didn't matter. Connor Zilic was already locked in to the Final Four, so good for him.
From that, Sawalich is going to be out this week with the concussion from that wreck.
Yep, so. And Justin Bonsignor is going to be taking over for him. Hope William Sawalich gets better. I mean, it's only been his rookie season, so dude definitely needs more time in these cars.
Oh, yeah.
But just hate to see a guy end his season like that. Austin Hill won stage 2, and then we had a big wreck for Eric Almirola. He was looking really hot during this one. And then, surprise, surprise, guys, we're at a super speedway. Austin Hill wins. Congrats. Can't wait to see you in the championship. Wait a minute. That's right.
Hey, he's in the owner championship, and that'll make him some money.
You know what? That's fantastic. Man, owner's championship. That means so much to these drivers.
The owner's championship now is between Eric Almirola and Austin Hill. Only guys locked into the playoffs.
That's gross.
Honestly, does anyone even really care about the owners' championships? I've never really
paid attention to it.
No.
I would bet the owners care about the owners' championship.
I would think so because that gives them a pretty penny.
Yes.
But no, dude, who cares about these billionaire owners, man? Fuck them.
They don't need more money.
It'll give the drivers something to drive for. Like Eric Almirola, Austin Hill can go out and win a championship. It won't have their name on it. They'll have Joe Gibbs or Richard Childress' name on it. But they can go out and do it.
Would be pretty funny.
This is crazy. This is what we were talking about last week. This race would have set up perfectly for Austin Hill had he not been eliminated the round prior from those 21 detrimental points that he lost it by, because he would be sitting pretty. All he had to do was make this round, and we'd be talking about Austin Hill punching his ticket going to Phoenix. But now it's just he won another super speedway race. Is anybody surprised? Help me out. More points for me. So.
It shows how much though that he really does have these guys on a string. He's doing whatever he wants in this series on the super speedways, and everybody's commenting about how everybody, even when you're not supposed to help him, he still finds a way through. And I mean, Denny's trying to find sponsorship so he can run Daytona next year to try to beat Austin Hill just because he thinks he could do it. So Denny back in an Xfinity car would be fantastic.
Yes, I would love that. I'm all for it.
I think, what was that, his 9th super speedway win of his career, which is just absolutely unreal. He's just good on it.
Yeah.
On these kind of tracks.
Just can't beat him. Like, this dude can literally see the air. Like, he has beaten Dale Earnhardt's drafting track record.
9 of his 14 Xfinity wins have come on the super speedway.
That's crazy.
Which is why he continues to be in Xfinity.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't translate well to the other racetracks.
No, I mean,
he's not going to move up.
If you
and
saw
he's
him,
a hothead. So.
If you saw him racing on Sunday, like, saw him kind of mid-pack, but he wasn't really trying to do much. I would feel like if I was in that situation, like, you're this, all-star super speedway driver down in the Xfinity Series. You want to show what you can do in the Cup Series, and I feel like he easily could, but I don't know. This car is kind of working against him. He doesn't like how it works. I don't know. Everybody likes the Xfinity car better, so I don't blame him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then Connor Zilic, Justin Allgaier, they did lock in to the championship 4 after this race. So, guys, we only have 2 spots remaining for Martinsville coming up this weekend. Jesse Love, I don't know, he's sitting pretty comfortable right now. He's 40 points above the cut line.
Day. Just do not take yourself out of it.
Yeah.
And then Carson Quapple. Yeah, Carson Quapple's 11 points ahead of the cutoff line. And then Sammy Smith down 11, Brandon Jones 20, Sam Mayer 22, and then Sheldon Creed 41. This is a must-win situation for him pretty much right here. Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer, I feel like they just got to get a whole lot of stage points if they don't end up winning.
They're going to need some problems to happen for Quapple, I think. It's going to be – this is Martinsville. This is a tough place to pass at. So these guys, all of them, you're dogging for 2 spots right now. And pretty much all Jesse Love – and it's easier said than done. Just like you said, Tom, start the race, complete all the laps, and don't get yourself in any trouble. That doesn't mean you won't run into some trouble, but don't do it on your own. Mm-hmm. And you're going to be sitting pretty good. So really – I'm thinking this is for 1 spot. These guys below the cut line, they're competing for 1 spot right now. If the 2 doesn't have any problems, and it's gonna make it fun to watch. Because all these guys, you can make a case for all these guys to go out there and win this race. Sammy Smith, he's been good on the short tracks. We talked about Brandon Jones already. Sam Mary's been fast all year, and then Sheldon Creed. Sheldon Creed is going to have to win a race to get in. And sorry.
Yeah, saying Sheldon's got a must-win.
Try again next year, pal.
Yeah, I know. It's funny, but goddamn, he's good at Martinsville. Yeah, he leads a lot of laps here. He would have won here, like we said earlier, if he didn't get screwed by his former teammate of Austin Hill. So I do think that Sheldon Creed,
make your case.
He does have a chance. He's just got to go out and win. He's got to do what he's always wanted in this series, and we've been saying it for years. When is this guy going to get his first win? And if his first win comes at clinching a championship berth, that would blow the lid off of this.
Everybody forget about everything else.
Yeah.
You'd forget about everything else. You'd be like, man, that guy's clutch as hell.
Yep.
Finally does it on the biggest spot when he needed to the most.
Exactly.
It's exciting to watch.
But there's also a non-zero chance that Jesse Loves runs into issues early. I mean, this race gets pretty nasty sometimes. And Junior Motorsports, if they stay clean, they could lock down the driver championship at Martinsville, which I think would be a first. I don't know if we've ever seen one team have the year that they have to put all 4 cars to lock out the championship.
I don't think a team has ever done that.
No, that's not happened since we've done this.
It'd be very interesting to me to see that and whatnot. And then he could just let his guys go out and race and see who's the best. And if they knew it was good for him, the other 3 would pull over and let Connor Zilic finish the race.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, let's get into our Cup Series race from Sunday. Michael McDowell, this guy just loves getting poles this season. Him and Chase Briscoe, they both started on the front row, and they've both been killing it this year with qualifying. Pretty damn impressive by these 2. But once again, guys, this track this weekend loves having early wrecks. Noah Gregson, Austin Cindric, Austin Dillon, Dinger, Elliott, Eric Jones, Justin Haley, and Stenhouse all involved in a huge wreck in turn 3. AJ Allmendinger got out of his car, did not look good, had medical attention, just had the wind knocked out of him. We were able to see an interview with him afterwards, so good to see that he wasn't hurt after this one, because that was a nasty wreck.
It was awful, and people are making comments about how it took him a while to get the medical team to him. It looked like he was driving away, and then he just pulled over once the fire came.
Yeah.
So
and people got to remember
sure where he was going to stop and whatnot. It's a big place.
It's a big track. Like, it's going to take a little bit for safety personnel to get over to you. Like 2.66 miles.
Yeah, I mean, he was out of the car. He was away enough. Yeah, it looks a little funny to have him sit there so long, but they still got there in less than a minute, and that's pretty. I'd be happy if my place were on fire and the fire department got to me in less than a minute.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah.
Definitely glad he's okay. Again, from this crash, major playoff implication with Chase Elliott being involved. Chase Elliott now sits 62 points behind. He better have the best fucking 9 car he's ever had in his life, come Martinsville, or he can kiss his championship.
He can still point his way in.
He's won here too.
That's
he
it.
has.
He has won here
He
before.
has.
I hope it comes down to it again in the 11 cars behind him, and we can have shades of 2017 or 2018, whenever that was. Those are some fun old days right there.
That's when Denny became public enemy number 1, dude.
Denny doesn't have anything to race for, so we wouldn't see a repeat of that. He'd just be like, okay, I finished second.
I don't know, why not?
And I think Denny would be more than happy to try to face Chase Elliott at Phoenix instead of one of the Penske cars. So
yeah, right.
I think Denny would do anything in his power to let Chase win if he couldn't win it himself.
Yeah, you got to put all your hatred into the either 22 or 12 car this weekend if you don't want to face them for a championship.
I'm going to choose the 22. I don't care if Blaney gets into the championship 4. I care a lot if Joey Logano gets there.
Yeah, me too. All right, so Ty Gibbs won stage 1, and then trouble for Shane Van Gisbergen. He was running pretty well at Talladega with the pack, but it was some water that was seeping out of the track that was still there from the rain overnight that got to him. He was entering pit road and just ran over a big puddle and got him loose, spun out, no damage, and he was able to continue. So real lucky that he did not hit anybody else going into pit lane there.
Everybody's asshole was clenched so hard in that moment. It's like, like, damn. So lucky he didn't hit anything else, and everybody was slowing down and was able to stay out of the way of that. So completely flipped the pit strategy, though, for those cars that missed pit road.
Yeah.
Had to stay
out. So Chase Briscoe won stage 2, and then he went out and won the damn thing, guys. Chase Briscoe is racing for a championship. Tom, you made your bracket and you said that Chase Briscoe is going to win a championship. Well, so far, so good, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I put money on it after Darlington, a whole $1 on it.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna get like $20 or something if he actually does it. So,
sick.
Yeah, I'm not a gambler. I don't care. But it's fun to have something to pull for. And, I mean, Chase Briscoe's the real deal. Yeah, he had some growing pains early in the season, but even the point standings right now, the regular points, he's first. He's sitting there at the top. Anybody who's saying that he's benefiting from the system is absolutely wrong. They're hitting their stride. They're so successful. I mean, he's got an average finish of like 5.6.
Yeah, he's got the best average finish throughout the entire playoff.
Yeah. I mean, he's running what? I mean, I was so funny because again, if you fill out your playoff bracket, it has you guess how many laps that the championship winner will lead during the playoffs. And I just put in like 14%. I was like, he's probably got to lead 14% of laps or something. And it came out to like 300 and something, 380. And he led 300 at Darlington. I was like, well, there goes that guess. Like, I mean, he is showing up. He's got a great team behind him, and he's got the right attitude. And we've said it before, making the championship 4 is almost just as important because who knows what's going to happen in the final race. But to be there, to have a chance to have your name on the list there, that's a really big accomplishment. And I mean, Chase Briscoe, just great. He's one of us. He moved out to North Carolina, slept on couches, tried to get any job he could in a race shop to try to get his butt in a seat. And that's really admirable to see that. He's not a Ty Gibbs. He doesn't have a silver spoon in his mouth. And that's fun to cheer for.
Yeah, it's been really fun following him all season long, like we were kind of talking about. A little bit of growing pains in the beginning, but really all it took was that first win at Pocono, and that really woke up this 19 team. Like they've just been there all year long, sitting on poles, just running up front, and it's so awesome to see because at the beginning of the season we kind of talked about who's got the most pressure on them this season, and I think we all said it was Chase Briscoe coming into this 19 car, replacing Martin Truex Jr., who did a lot of good things in that seat, and he's just done nothing but deliver. 3 wins on the year, and he's going to the championship 4 in his first year with the organization. If we're going to call this a gamble or a risk on Joe Gibbs' part, then it was a risk well worth taking because he's now got he's now got 2 of his cars and locked into the championship 4 right now. So that I couldn't Couldn't ask for anything more, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, what a wild ride that it's been for Chase Briscoe's career, seeing him go to the championship 4 now. I mean, we got to see him run in trucks for Brad Keselowski Racing, and then he made the move up to the Xfinity Series with the Roush 60 program. Do you remember those days when him and Austin Cindric were
that
and
car was
Majeski?
so cursed.
Oh,
I don't think that car finished a race all year.
No, he had so much trouble in that 60 car. And then he got hired by Suarez Racing, got to run that 98. He had a hell of a season that year. What, 8 wins, I believe?
9, yeah.
8 or 9 wins. One of his biggest wins coming in beating Kyle Busch at Darlington. And then moving up
I didn't
to
understand that. I could not fathom watching that race how Kyle Busch could not pass this rando for Stewart-Haas Racing. Like, this guy was like, how is he doing this? Incredible.
Yeah, incredible.
He's always at it.
Moving up to Stewart-Haas Racing, he got his first win at Phoenix Raceway there.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's in one of the top rides in NASCAR,
just,
and he's running for a championship.
There's another level to this now, is we know how good that Chase Briscoe is at Phoenix, so Joe Gibbs has got a great chance of winning.
Pencil him in, man.
They got a great chance of ending the Penske dominance of the next gen era when it comes time to crown a champion, and it's going to be fun to see what he can do come Phoenix.
But the thing that everybody remembers from a couple of years ago is Ross Chastain riding the wall in that incredible spectacle. But everybody kind of forgets that Christopher Bell went out and won that race when he needed to, and he had his back against the wall. He was in a must-win situation and passed on to the championship.
Yeah, I don't like to think about that.
Now look at him this one. Plus,
because guess who got knocked out because of it? Yeah. I was literally high-fiving, hugging Ian, saying, "All right, we're going to the championship 4," and all of a sudden, here comes the 1 on a fucking rocket ship. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Then we just hear, "Take a look at what he did."
Well, yeah. Sorry to bring it up then, but I want to focus on Christopher Bell because his back is not against the wall, and he's very good at Martinsville nonetheless. He's plus 37, so Joe Gibbs is looking good, and then you wonder, how do you distribute the resources going to Phoenix in that race shop? So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to watch.
You retire the 54 car for the weekend, tell Ty to take the week off, and you distribute all the parts from his car equally around the other 3.
Ty Gibbs nobody wants Ty Gibbs parts. He's obviously running the 4th car there. So.
Yeah, no doubt. And nobody wants Ty Gibbs at the track anyway because, dude, just keep him away from anything that's going on with the championship and your teammates because you're going to screw it up.
Hey, isn't he in the Xfinity Owners Championship? Doesn't he own the 19 car?
Good for him. His grandfather gave him a car. Is it really his car? Is it really?
Yeah, if you go on the entry list, it'll say Ty Gibbs as the owner on it.
Okay.
Oh, shit. But, dude, this cutoff is looking at the points right now, it looks a lot different than the Truck and Xfinity do, where those are a little bit more on the closer side. The guys below the cut line right now, William Byron, Joe Logano, Blaney, and Elliott, they all got work to do. Elliott's got to go win. You'd almost have to say the same for Ryan Blaney being 47 behind. Mathematically, he probably doesn't have to, but he would like to. And I think the biggest worry for me is the 24 car of William Byron with his struggles of fall Martinsville. Getting caught up in that accident that he got caught up on at Talladega, and then you go back to Vegas prior to that. It's just not been a very good round for Byron so far. And this was a guy we almost thought was going to be an easy lock for the championship for once this playoff started. And now he's on the outside looking in. And you just don't know what you're going to get from the 24 car come Sunday just for his struggles here in the fall. So,
I mean, look at Hendrick as a whole here. I mean, coming down the backstretch on the final lap, you have Larson leading the race. He runs out of gas, so he loses 20-something points. And then coming out through the tri-oval, Byron spins off the front of Hocevar. He loses 20-something points. I mean, Larson could be in the playoffs, and Byron could be sitting there, I mean, minus 10, minus 15. It's not out of the question. So that final lap was very consequential for that.
Yeah. It's just crazy, the unfortunate circumstances that have come towards William Byron, just with what happened at Vegas and what happened at Talladega. and now he's just clawing for a championship. And like you said, we thought that this guy was going to be an easy lock into the Final Four.
It's just a product of this format.
This is what happens.
All it takes is just one or two bad races, and you go from a favorite to now it's like, oh shit, this guy's probably done right now.
Honestly, shit like this just doesn't surprise me anymore after what happened to Kevin Harvick in 2020.
Yeah.
You know what's painful is just looking at these non-playoff standings after Talladega, and you have Kyle Larson would be your leader, but William Byron is second, and he's only 1 point back. And then you have Christopher Bell, who's in third, who's only 6 points back.
Oh, my God.
And then you have Briscoe and Blaney tied for fourth, 41 points back, which is still doable with 2 races to go in the season. Could have been very exciting to watch. Hell, even Denny Hamlin's only 50 points back. He could have made a case in the final 2 races of the season. But yeah, it's just talking about Byron right there. In a different world, he's second in points right now, only 1 point behind his teammate, and that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But I mean, yes, Byron was strong during the regular season, strong and consistent, but that has fallen off in the playoffs. And yes, it's unfortunate what happened to him at Vegas. It's unfortunate what happened to him at Talladega, but he was not building a strong case in the 5 races prior. They were struggling for speed, struggling to run up front. I mean, Vegas was the first time he showed really all playoffs that he was in the playoffs, was a part of this elite crew. And he was kind of falling back on his insurance from the regular season. So, yes, it's unfortunate what happened to Byron in this round, but it's not surprising. It kind of reflects his playoffs more broadly.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, he had a really good start to the year and then just kind of fell off. Didn't really win, but man, he's been consistent overall this year. So just got to remember, yeah, in this playoff format, wins are everything, but consistency is key too. Because look at the few guys that have won in this. I mean, look at Matt Crafton when he won the Truck Series a few years ago. He did it without even winning a damn race. So,
exactly.
So you just got to be super consistent. That's what he's been doing. But this is what happens when you have an elimination, just eliminations in your playoffs, and just guys just luck out so bad just from 1 or 2 races.
And resets.
Yeah, the reset really kills it.
Looking a lot more comfortable if the points are reset before Vegas. So
either way, this is going to be an exciting Martinsville race. They're putting a newer tire on it, I heard. And the fun thing about it is the 6 guys who are vying for these final 2 spots, they're all Martinsville winners. So they all know what it takes to get it done here.
Yeah.
So it should be pretty fun to watch come Sunday. And I'm still saying it. I said it last week and I'm saying it now. The championship 4 as they are currently, that's going to be your Final 4 heading into Phoenix. I don't think anybody below gets it. I think Bell and Larson will take the final 2 spots. But if anybody was to do it, I would look at unfortunately, I would look at the 22 and I would look at the 12. Those would be my 2 guys below the cut line. Because for some reason, Joey Logano's going to show up and he's going to be fast. And Ryan Blaney will be too. But those would be my 2 guys below who I could see making it.
Well, and Bell and Larson can't be thinking they're comfortable because there is a 1 point difference between those 2. And if somebody from the bottom of the pile figures out how to come out and lead towards the end of this, suddenly that 1 point difference is going to make all of the difference in this. So they got to go out and try for points and push to win and all that stuff just for self-preservation.
Yeah, that would be best. But guys, just remember, it's Martinsville, Hendrick Motorsports. They're very, very good here. I would not count
in the
out
spring.
any of these guys right now.
In the spring, Hendrick is good, but
yeah.
But I mean, they've struggled in the fall.
This is true. So we'll see how their work cuts out for them. But guys, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be making our picks for Martinsville, so stay tuned. All right, everybody, welcome back. We're going to be making our picks for Martinsville this weekend. All 3 series will be running there. So let's kick off with the Truck Series. We got the Slim Jim 200 lap race, 105 miles. Stages 1 and 2 are 50 laps each, and the final will be 100 laps. Our previous winners here, Christian Eckes won last year, and Daniel Hemrick won this spring. Some notables in this one: Brendan Queen is in the 7 for Spire. Timmy Hill's in the 56 for Hill Motorsports, and Casey Mears, good to see him back. He was running the Talladega race for the Cup Series. He'll be in the 69 for MBM.
Nice.
So let's make our picks, and I am going to go first. Guys, I was first pick. It's Corey Heim. It's Heim time, guys. He would have won here at Martinsville if he didn't get into trouble, like you said earlier in the show. So it's kind of hard not to go for this guy, especially when we're getting pretty close here to a championship.
Yeah, this guy, he's not. You thinking he's gonna take his foot off the gas? Ain't happening. He's gonna go out there and do what Corey Heim does. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous that you get to pick him.
All right, Nick, who you got?
Yeah, well, for me, I'm gonna go with the guy who he had that run-in with in the spring, and I'm gonna take the 52 truck of Caden Honeycutt. There was one. Heim was the man to beat in the spring, but it seemed the only guy that could get up there with him was Caden Honeycutt. Yes, I know that's when he was in the 45 truck over at Nice, but I think he got a little bit of an upgrade going here into the 52. And yeah, he ran really well here back in the spring before that incident, and he's only sitting 5 points to the good right now on the cut line, so I know he wants to go out and better that, and I think he's going to go get the job done. Maybe he has to go bump some fenders with Mr. Heim time again, move him out of the way if he has to, maybe do it a little bit more cleanly.
You only want that to happen so Hamburg wins.
Yeah, it worked well for me the last time. We need anything we can. I want them both to wreck, honestly. But for the sake of my pick and my points, I will. Yep, Caden Honeycutt. I think he will shock some people and get it done and make his first championship for start next week in Phoenix.
I think the movie's already written for Caden Honeycutt. I mean, and Stuart Friesen. And first of all, I don't think Stuart Friesen is in this position to even be at the championship for. As he's recovering, for him to be able to watch his truck race to try to go be in the championship, I think it's incredible.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's amazing to see what Caden has been able to do in that truck, and maybe, who knows, maybe Stewie, one day if he ever wants to retire, he'll be able to maybe let him drive that truck for him, because so far, so damn good. All right, well, let's get your pick in, Mr. Tom.
I think Lane Riggs has something to prove, and he's heard enough about this Corey Heim fella, and he wants to go put himself into the championship and then go ahead and win that championship.
Yeah.
34, Lane Riggs.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that is the second best guy in the truck series right now that can give Corey Heim a run for his money.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move over to the Xfinity Series race, the Ritchie Bros 250, 250 laps, 158 miles. Stages 1 and 2 will be 60 laps each, and the final will be 130 laps. Our previous winners here, Eric Almirola won here last year, and Austin Hill won previously this year in the spring. Some notables in this one: Brennan Queen, he'll be in the 11 for Colleague Racing, and Eric Almirola, he will be back to defend his win from last season in the 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Looks like I'm going first again because I fucking suck at making picks, apparently. But gives me the opportunity to pick some of the low-hanging fruit that we've been picking all season long. Truck Series, I picked Corey Heim, so Saturday for Xfinity, I will be picking Justin Allgaier. Pretty damn good anywhere you go. And he'll be looking to chase another championship. He's already locked in, so no sweat going into this one.
Yeah, you can just go out and race and have a good time. So I like that pick.
All right, and Tom, you are up next.
I will pick probably lower hanging fruit and go with Connor Zilich. He had a slight hiccup at Talladega, but he's had 18 straight top fives for a reason. He's really damn good, and I think he's back on the saddle in Martinsville and avoids all the chaos. Like you said, he's locked in as well, and that means he can just go out and race and have a good time.
There you go. All right, Nick, you got a driver who's comfortable in points right now?
No, I got a guy who's got to go out and get the job done. October 29th, 2002, this guy was in position when his teammate took him out. He started on the pole in this race, led 98 laps just to have, and he was just a couple corners away from making a championship 4 appearance. And that guy, he's coming back hungrier this year. I'm talking about Brandon Jones and that 20 car. He surprisingly has had a pretty decent season. He's sitting 6th in points right now, and in the regular points, and he's got 2 wins on the year, which is very uncommon to see from Brandon Jones. So he's definitely picked it up a little bit. But this is just Martinsville's been a very good track for him. He has not gotten the finishes the last couple of years though, but he always seems to start well here. So I just want him to have 2022 on his mind. What got taken away from him, he knows how to get it done here. He had a win. He won the spring race of 2022, so he knows how to get it done here. And now he's just got to go up there and get it done. And because we all know he can be scary come Phoenix, so he's got to take care of business here. Brandon Jones is gonna win his way into the championship 4 and terrify us all next week when he wins a championship.
Yeah.
And you'd think that that Toyota would be putting a lot behind that car. I mean, you got all Chevys in right now. Toyota wants to be represented in all 3 series in the championships, and you'd think that Brandon Jones is going to have a lot of support going into this race.
Yeah, you would hope so. All right, well, let's move over to the Cup Series race. We got the Xfinity 500. It is a 500-lap race, 263 miles. Stages 1 and 2 are 130 laps each, and the final will be 240 laps. Previous winners here, Ryan Blaney. He won the past 2 fall races here at Martinsville, so you got to keep an eye on that number 12 because he is hungry to go get another one. And then Denny Hamlin won here in the spring, so Fords and Toyotas are going to be on the lookout for this weekend, boys. So, Nick, we're going to talk to you first. Who do you got winning and maybe winning their way into a championship?
Yeah. He's got to win this race, I think, to make the championship 4. And I'm going to the Penske camp. You have to go all the way back to the spring of 2019 to find this guy last time that he finished outside the top 10 here at Martinsville. And I hate to say it, boys, 22 car, Joey Logano. It's an odd year. He's very good at this track. The finishes show for it. I know finishing in the top 10 is not going to get himself into the championship 4, but this is Joey Logano with a championship 4 berth on the line, and he just, for whatever reason, always finds a way to deliver somehow. And so he's going to break all of our hearts. We're all going to be really upset coming on the show next week when we have to talk about why is Joey Logano going to win another championship? Why is he going to become a 4-time
Why does
champ?
this keep happening
Why
to
does
us?
this keep happening to us? But no, the numbers don't lie. He runs really well here, and he's got Paul Wolf as his crew chief, so they're gonna dial up something crazy, and I would not be surprised at all to see the 22 car win this race somehow, and then he's gonna break all of our hearts when he goes out and becomes a 4-time champion at Phoenix next week.
Just as good as Jeff Gordon.
That pained me. I picked Brandon Jones and Joey Logano. That has been a painful last 5 minutes for me, but I'm sticking to it.
I don't think my brain can handle another offseason of knowing Joey Logano is the defending champion yet again.
He loves this format. He loves it.
Do you still have the Winston Cup points pulled up? Where is he in the Winston Cup points?
Oh, that would be interesting to see.
Let's see.
Where is he?
I'm scared that he might actually be high.
He can't be. He was nowhere to be found in the regular season.
Give me 2. Okay.
He has 1 win.
He's 9th in Winston Cup.
Yeah. That's bullshit.
I mean, that's better than some of these guys who have made the championship 4 that are 18th. I'm pretty sure that was him last year.
Yeah.
When he won the title.
Yeah. But again, like leaving Daytona, if there was no points reset for the playoffs, I mean, he was 200 points behind the lead.
Yeah.
Like it's asinine. And oh my God, I don't even want to think about it.
Right now in the Winston Cup points, he's 9th, but he's 207 points behind Kyle Larson.
Yeah, championship material right there.
Yeah,
he's gonna get it done. Know. The man who loves this format most is gonna get it done.
I'd say I'm mad about something that hasn't happened yet, but it has happened yet. It happened last year.
Yeah,
and it's ridiculous.
It's happened 3 times.
Oh goodness. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Ian, bring us back. Tell us why Joey Logano will lose and who he will lose to.
Oh, I'm gonna bring us back, but I'm just gonna piss myself off with making this pick. I'm going with number 9 car, Chase Elliott. He is in a must-win situation right now with what happened. I know, Tom. I'm really glad that you're in Chicago and we're in Woodridge right now because I don't know. I don't like the face that you're giving us right now, man.
You guys are delusional that these two guys can perform this week.
Hey, man,
it's good for me. I'll gain
We're
some
all
points.
delusional.
This format
I know,
caters to these drivers. We have seen Chase Elliott time and time again make the championship round, and he works well with this track. Martinsville is a Hendrick catered track. Maybe they don't work well that great in the fall, but they have won here in the fall in the past. And Chase Elliott, he is going to be driving pissed off of what happened at Talladega, and he's going to go and get this win. I just think it doesn't matter if you're good or bad here. If you got a car and if you just have the championship in mind, I really do think that Chase Elliott can go out and win this thing.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be disgusting.
It would be disgusting. I would hate it, but that's what I see happening this weekend. I've kind of had it circled that Chase Elliott, Martinsville before Phoenix. It's a little scary for me. I don't know. Especially with how he's been running this year, too.
Martinsville. 4th, 2nd, 3rd in the last 3.
So
17th, 10th, 10th, 10th. I'm just going back. 16th, 2nd, 1st, back to November 2020.
Not
5th,
a bad
if you want
track
to include
record.
the 2020 season. So yeah,
I can't hear him.
he can run up front.
Doing
but...
pretty good here. Chase Elliott does well here. So it's not a bad pick for me. So don't give me that look.
Definitely not. No, I know. It's just he's boring.
Of course he's boring, but he's a Hendrick driver. What else do you expect?
He's boring. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Boring wins races.
Yeah.
Well, who do you got that has so much personality that's going to go out here and light the world up with their huge personality?
Christopher Bell?
Oh, yeah, that guy. Oh, he's most exciting driver in the garage, man.
Yeah, I know it's a bad argument when you're putting Christopher Bell up against Chase Elliott, but I think Christopher Bell, he's in a good point spot. He can go out and focus on winning. He doesn't have to win, so he can just go out and focus running well. And I think he's going to pad those stats, protect that lead. Even if he doesn't win the race, I think he still points his way in, which would mean he finishes pretty high.
Yeah, I mean, the kid is pretty good here too. So
He's got wins.
Yeah, he's got wins. So we all got some pretty solid picks for this weekend for Martinsville. But guys, this is it. This is the last race before we go to the championship 4. So everything is on the line for these guys. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see another wall ride like Ross Chastain did a few years ago because they banned it, unfortunately. But maybe we'll see some crazy shit happen this weekend. Who knows? I mean, what's with that face?
I looked it up the other two, so I looked up Christopher Bell's Martinsville stats. He's got a total, 11 starts, 184 laps led total.
Yeah.
And second, 22nd, 35th, 7th, 16th, 1st, 20th, 17th. Yeah, he's up and down. So maybe I have the worst pick of the both of you, but
yeah, this guy giving us shit for our picks, and here he is with the worst one.
Statistically, the worst pick, but I think he's in the best points position in the format. So I'll take it.
But that don't matter in the playoffs. You could have as many points as you want, but you got to win. And you're in.
With what happened last year, he's also got revenge on his mind. He feels like he was robbed of a championship 4 position last year. He is not going to come anywhere near letting himself be in that position again.
That's if Chevy wants to manipulate the race again.
Oh God, this whole weekend across all 3 series is going to be a tough watch. I think
it's going to be fun.
The games are going to be played. It's going to be kind of nasty. So.
All right, guys. Well, that will about wrap it up for us here at the Stock Car Spectacle. Guys, anything else to add before cars head to the paperclip?
Everybody just get ready to cry when we're talking about the 22 car next week.
I don't think I'm going to watch Phoenix if the 22 car wins Martinsville.
I'm telling you right now, Brandon Jones and Joey Logano win a title. I might be taking all next year off. I don't think I can recover in time in February if I have to watch that.
Well, I mean, again, with the one race finale, it's very highly likely that both Heim and Zilich do not win the championship. They still have a 1 in 4 chance.
Yeah.
After the seasons, the record-breaking seasons that they've both had, respectively.
Yeah.
And they have a 1 in 4 chance of winning the championship. Can't wait to hear what the new playoff format is when they announce it.
Yeah, it's just sickening, man. That's all I gotta say. So, guys, that will do it for us here. If you haven't yet, make sure to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and comment down below who you think is going to be making it into the championship 4 and run for a championship at Phoenix. So that'll do it for us. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Nick Kinsel.
And I'm Tom Hoblin.
And we'll see you guys next time. Enjoy Martinsville.